Welcome back to part 2, where we visit the history of human civilization that's marked by countless wars that have shaped our world in ways both dramatic and subtle. Join us on a journey through time as we explore fascinating facts about wars that have defined our past and continue to shape our future. Before we begin, smash the subscribe button for more mind-blowing videos. 1. The 100 Years' War saw the first use of cannons on the battlefield, which revolutionized warfare and helped bring an end to the war. The first recorded use of a cannon was in the Battle of Crécy in 1346, when the English used them to devastating effect against the French. The cannons were large and unwieldy, but they could cause significant damage to enemy fortifications and were instrumental in ending the age of knights and castles. 2. The Second Boer War, fought between the British Empire and two Boer states in South Africa from 1899 to 1902, was the first conflict to feature concentration camps. The British established the camps to house Boer civilians who were displaced by the war, but conditions in the camps were terrible, with many prisoners dying of disease and starvation. The camps were later used as a model for the Nazi concentration camps of World War II. 3. The Vietnam War was the first televised war, and the coverage of the war had a profound impact on public opinion in the United States. The images of American soldiers fighting in a far-off jungle, as well as the civilian casualties and the brutality of the war, turned many Americans against the conflict and contributed to the anti-war movement. 4. The Battle of Stalingrad, fought between the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany in 1942-43, was one of the bloodiest battles in history, with an estimated 1.5 million casualties. The battle was a turning point in World War II, as the Soviet victory marked the first major defeat for the Germans on the Eastern Front. 5. The United States has been involved in more than 70 wars since its founding in 1776. Some of the most significant include the Revolutionary War, the Civil War, World War I and II, the Korean War, and the Vietnam War. The United States has also been involved in a number of smaller conflicts and interventions, such as the Gulf War and the war in Afghanistan. 6. The Battle of Agincourt, fought between the English and French in 1415, was a significant victory for the English and is famous for the role played by the English longbowmen. The longbow was a powerful weapon that could shoot arrows up to 300 yards, and the English used them to devastating effect against the French knights, who were weighed down by heavy armor. 7. The Cold War was a political and ideological conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union that lasted from the end of World War II until the early 1990s. Although there was no direct military conflict between the two superpowers, the Cold War had a profound impact on world history and led to a number of proxy wars and regional conflicts such as the Korean War and the Vietnam War. 8. The First World War saw the first use of chemical weapons, including mustard gas and chlorine gas, which caused horrific injuries and deaths. The use of chemical weapons was banned by the Geneva Protocol of 1925, but they have been used in several conflicts since then, including the Iran-Iraq War and the Syrian Civil War. 9. The Peloponnesian War, fought between Athens and Sparta in ancient Greece from 431–404 BCE, is one of the most famous and influential wars in history. The war was notable for its long duration, its brutal tactics, and the involvement of famous figures such as Pericles, Thucydides, and Alcibiades. The war had a profound impact on Greek politics and culture, and it helped pave the way for the rise of Macedon and the conquests of Alexander the Great. Thanks for watching.